I haven't done hypnotherapy before, but I wanted to try it because I've done all the conventional medicines to cope with depression and anxiety, and they don't work. So I decided to try hypnotherapy. So I spoke to Dave, had a chat with him, and we started from there. When I first met Dave and I had the free consultation, the thing that struck me about him was he has a very gentle voice, and he's a very gentle man. That's the impression that comes across. But you really felt that you could say anything to him, and I have said things to him that I haven't even said to my husband. And he's just a very caring person, and he draws out of you what you need to say, which when you suffer from anxiety and depression, you need to say it, but it's very difficult to start the words. And he enables you to do that by his persona. The effect on my life from the anxiety, which I've had for 20 years, stopped me from going anywhere really, stopped me from flying, which I'm absolutely petrified of. It affected every day of my life. There would be something in my life that I would get anxious about for no known reason. It's just a condition that you have. When I first came to David, my mind was open to the possibility that hypnotherapy would work for me. And I have to say, from day one, I have gone leaps and bounds. I went on holiday 2 weeks ago and I flew, and for the first time I flew without the help of Valium or any other thing that the doctor could give me, and I sat in that plane, and whereas normally I would shake from head to foot, be physically sick, I just sat there and thought, wow, I'm flying. And a fortnight later I had to come back and I was a bit nervous, but as soon as I got to the airport, what David said, and it was in my head, and I got on that plane and I flew back for 5 hours and had no anxiety whatsoever. It was amazing. David showed me how in my everyday life to take control of the situations that I'm in and to be confident. And one of the things he always tells me is the best of you is yet to come. And when I'm in a situation where I think I can't cope with something, that triggers in my brain, the best of you is yet to come. And I know that I can cope with it. And it has made such a difference to my life. David's very good at bringing you out of you. And when you talk to him, he doesn't ask personal questions. It just sort of, he'll mention a word and things come out of your mouth and you think, whoa, I didn't even realise I felt like that. But he's such a caring person that you feel that you can say anything to him, and you do, because you know it's not going to go any further. But he makes you think for yourself. And one of the things he always says to me is, how confident do you feel? And I said to him today, I can take on the world. And that's how I feel. It's been amazing. One of the things that's there's more than one thing that's changed my life since I've been coming to Dave, is I was always petrified of things like interviews. And I said to him, I've got a big interview coming up and I am absolutely terrible at them. And we went through what we go through. And I went to that interview and I didn't get the job, but that wasn't important to me. What was important was that I showed what I was like in an interview. And on the feedback of the interview, my boss said, I have never known you give such a good interview. But I felt empowered to do that. And I get that from Dave. I wouldn't go to anybody that wasn't qualified, because the mind is a powerful thing. And David has shown me that. But he's qualified, he's extremely good at what he does. And in 10 weeks, even my husband said to me when I got on that plane last week, I'm just amazed at the difference in you. In all aspects of my life, I've taken control, I don't take other people's problems on. They're their problems, they're not mine. I look after myself, and I can do it with Dave's help. And I would recommend him to anybody.